Live from our mobile hive today, Jackets and Company campus store on the university campus. On the Yellow Jacket Sports Network, I'm Jeff Rosenberry, joined alongside Garret Robinson, senior leader from Everett, Washington on the men's soccer team. Garret, how are you?
I'm good. How are you, Jeff?
I'm doing great. And actually, somebody was telling me about a nickname that you have. It's G-Rob?
G-Rob, yeah.
G-Rob, all right.
Right.
Where does that come from other than the Garret Robinson?
That's pretty much just it. My freshman year when I got here, everybody just started calling me G.
Okay.
And then the Rob kind of followed along after that, and it's just kind of stuck.
Right into it. Perfect.
Most people on campus don't even know my name's Garret.
Well, there you go. And so is that something that you're going to keep with you forever, you think?
Yeah, looks like it. We'll see. We'll see.
So you're a psychology major, correct?
That's right.
And you're going to be graduating this year.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Before we get to soccer, let's talk about what are the next steps for G-Rob?
So right now my plans are to head back to Everett, live with mom and dad for a little bit.
As long as you can.
Yeah, exactly.
As long as you can, yeah.
I'm going to coach there some high school soccer, probably link back up with my old high school coach and help him coach, unfortunately not for Everett High, for another school in the same conference. And then next fall I'm planning on leaving for the Peace Corps for a couple of years.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome. Good for you.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Way to give back to the global community like that. Were you in Everett for the summer, or were you playing ball?
I was actually here coaching for Magic City for
Okay.
most of the summer. I got to go home for a couple of weeks, which was nice, but most of the summer I spent here coaching.
And how old are the Magic City players?
I was coaching the U15 guys, so they're all freshmen, sophomores in high school.
They're awkward in puberty, all of that stuff,
Exactly.
and whatnot.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
All right. Well, you're back, and you guys have been back for a couple of weeks now.
Mm-hmm.
Preseason, a lot of running, a lot of tired days, and that kind of stuff. You've already had a couple of preseason games. Carroll and Rocky fell short in those, but talk to me a little bit about your perspective for this team moving forward. You are a fifth-year leader on this team, previous captain. The fifth year because you had a redshirt year, but this is really it for you. So what does this mean as the season begins?
We had a couple of tough games against Carroll and Rocky, who, although definitely teams that we've beaten in the past and teams that we should beat, I think they deserve some respect too. They came out and battled us hard. I think that right now we're a very young team and a lot of new guys coming in this year. So right now it's kind of it's not the fact that we don't have the talent to, go out and play with anybody in the nation. It's just us getting out there and getting enough time together, learning each other. We got a lot of players from all over the world. Most of our new players are coming from, either from overseas or straight out of high school. So being able to adjust into the college game has been a little tough for them for these first couple weeks, but I think tomorrow's going to be a different story, and I'm pretty confident that we can go down to California and get a couple wins.
That's great. And it'll be an extended road trip down to California. You're going to be playing a couple times down there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So have you scouted those teams, you personally?
Not too much. I try not to look too much into it. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to get inside your head about it.
Exactly.
All right. Let's take a look at what 2015 was like for you. You started 18 matches. 18. And I don't think that that number does it justice, because that's a lot of soccer matches. And you also led your team in minutes played, 1,539 as outside back last year, averaging 86 minutes per game. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of conditioning.
Yeah.
So how do you, outside of the technical aspects of soccer, how do you yourself stay well-conditioned during the season?
It's tough. You got to look after your body, make sure you're getting into the training room. We got a good staff in there who really look after us. And then Alex is also pretty good about making sure, the day after a game that the guys who got a lot of minutes, they get to rest up a little bit after that. And then a lot of it's also mental. You got to know that you have 2 games each week. You got to give it all for those 2 games, and then you get a little time to rejuvenate and get ready for the next week.
Yeah, that's great perspective. Now, we've already taken care of the Rocky game, all right? Looking forward to the GNAC schedule. Is there a specific team that you cannot wait to get your hands on?
For me, it's always SPU in Western Washington,
All right.
being from around there. I got a couple of friends who play for those teams.
That's exactly what I was going to ask, if you have some individual rivalry going on
Yeah, I
there.
got a couple of buddies that I played club soccer with and high school soccer with, and, the texts have already been flying between us about this upcoming season, so definitely looking forward to those games.
That's exciting. As you reflect back on what the last 5 years have been like for you as a Yellow Jacket, what sticks out most to you, whether that's playing soccer or in the classroom or the out-of-class experience?
I think for me, it's got to be just the relationships that I've made here at MSUB. A lot of those are definitely with the teammates that I've had. I can't remember one teammate that I haven't been, really good friends with over the past 5 years, and that's probably close to 80 guys.
Yeah, those are 80 friends that are
exactly.
going to stay with you forever.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and then outside of the soccer team as well, I've met a lot of awesome guys here in Billings who will remain friends with me for the rest of my life.
Yeah, that's so amazing that you're able to have that kind of intentional connection with people. And I think it goes to show that this is not just going to classes, that there's a bigger experience that happens in college, especially for a student athlete.
Yeah.
Let's talk just briefly, because I don't want to get hung up on superstition and polls and that kind of stuff, but the GNAC Coaches Poll has MSUB ranked number 3 to finish this year. What does that mean for you as you move into GNAC play?
I think it's well deserved for us. It shows that we're starting to get a little bit of respect around the conference, this is the first time that we've gotten that kind of respect since I've been here. So I'm definitely honored to have been a part of that growth. And now we just got to live up to it.
That's great. Garret G. Rob Robinson, thank you for joining us today. Appreciate you taking the time. And it's always fun to do these interviews and learn something new about players and students. The Peace Corps. Who would have thought? That is so amazing. Way to go, Garret. Thanks for being here.
Thanks, Jeff.
Next up, we're going to talk with Tom Saltwell of MSU Billings Soccer. Stay tuned on the Yellow Jacket Sports Network from Jackets and Company on the university campus.